Hello and welcome back to Asia Now for your daily dose of news from the Philippines, Thailand, and other parts of Asia. In this video, I'll tell you about an elderly man attacked in the Philippines in a viral road rage video. Filipinas stopped at the airport trying to leave for a country I never heard of before. Israeli man arrested for stealing temple donations. Plane in the water. And what would you do if your tenant left your rental home in this condition? Beginning with a quick look at our peso to USD exchange rate. Right now, $1 equal to 58.1 pesos. Let's jump straight into our main story. An elderly bus driver was injured in a road rage incident in Silang, Cavite after being punched by a Toyota Hilux driver following a minor collision on a Aguinaldo highway. Police intervened, but both parties later settled amicably, with the Hilux driver agreeing to cover the medical and repair costs. Authorities are still coordinating with the LTO for possible administrative action, while police reminded motorists to stay calm and responsible on the road. First of all, absolutely despicable. The driver is clearly a senior, visibly not threatening in any way. I get it, people get upset on the road, but to do that to someone who's clearly defenseless and has nothing to do or doesn't want anything to do with a physical altercation, well, you feel like a big man now? And man, if I was that girl, that woman, I would leave that guy immediately. Listen, man, we all get angry, but when it's against someone that's clearly not a threat to you, I think that's like a special type of person. And an update on the LTO situation, they've suspended his license for 90 days. Leave your thoughts down below. What do you think when you see that video? Of course, I had to blur it for YouTube guidelines, but you can find that video on Facebook. Just type in the city and road rage. I'm sure it'll come up if you want to see exactly what happened. It is a little graphic. And then let's go to Thailand for our next story involving an Israeli man. An early morning attempt to take temple donations from a massage parlor turned into a dramatic chase through Thailand's Pattaya Entertainment District on Friday. The suspect, a 34-year-old Israeli man identified as Bar, allegedly tried to steal envelopes containing funds for a local temple after being denied a refund for a massage, according to Thai news outlets. The incident occurred around 2 a.m. near Soi 6 Pattaya. Motorcycle taxi drivers and residents responded to the call for help, chasing the suspect towards Soi 5 on Pattaya Beach Road. The pursuit ended when Bar was caught and held until Pattaya police arrived. Authorities were surprised to find envelopes from Wat Tampal Thong in Pachanbom province hidden in the man's trousers. Quote, "It was shocking to see a foreigner involved in taking donations intended for a temple," end quote, one official said. The 49-year-old masseuse, known only as Noi, told police that Bar had completed a full 1-hour traditional Thai massage before requesting a refund of 300 bahts, $9. Quote, "I asked him, how can I refund it when the massage was completed for a full hour?" she recounted. When she refused, Bar reportedly grabbed the stack of temple envelopes and walked out. Noah immediately gave chase, alerting neighbors and passerbys. A motorcycle taxi driver joined the pursuit and helped restrain the suspect before handing him over to the police. Suspect claims he did not know the envelopes contained money. Oh, okay, bro. During questioning, Bar claimed he acted impulsively out of frustration and did not realize the envelopes contained donations. Okay. Police, however, remain skeptical of his explanation. Bar is being held for further investigation and is expected to face formal charges before being sent for prosecutors for legal proceedings. Oh, I didn't know I stole gold necklaces. These are valuable? What is he talking about? I took money? The money? That $9 I want it back after a full 1-hour massage? Shame, bro. Just complete shame on you. You know, I keep telling myself, stop drinking coffee before these videos, as I'm already mumbling enough in real life. And for some reason, when I drink coffee, it gets even worse. So from this day forward, I shan't be drinking no coffee prior to making these videos, if you care, which I'm sure you don't. Next up, 2 women aged 35 and 31 in the Philippines were stopped by the Bureau of Immigration at Iloilo International Airport on October 10th while trying to leave for Tonga via Singapore. They first claimed to be tourists, but later admitted they were recruited for illegal jobs as store cashiers in Tonga, promised 50,000 monthly salaries. Each paid 8,000 and 14,000 pesos to the recruiters, identified as cousin and a friend. BI Commissioner Joe Anthony Vieira called it the first trafficking case involving Tonga, a country still on the U.S. Tier 2 watch list for human trafficking. Buddy, I had to Google Tonga. What is that? Somewhere, like, it's literally the furthest country away from everybody else. And who is foolish enough to think it's going to give you $1,000 a month, essentially, 50,000 pesos, to work as a cashier? Come on, man. You guys can't fall for these. I mean, I don't like also when I keep saying rescued and trafficked. I know for a fact these people knew what they were doing. And when I say for a fact, I mean surely they had some sort of sense knowing that they're going under false pretenses. Even if they're lying saying we're going as tourists when they intend to work, that itself should be illegal. But that's beside the point. Yeah, I guess Tonga is the only reason why I brought this story to you guys, because this happens on a regular basis. Next up, an Airbus A320 operated by Air China was flying from Shanghai to Incheon International Airport in Korea when flames erupted in overhead compartment, South Korea of course, mid-air due to lithium battery explosion. Footage shows flames tearing through the hat rack. Okay, I guess another word. As terrified passengers and crew scrambled to contain the blaze on that flight. The crew immediately handled the situation. Flight records showed the aircraft was diverted to Shanghai. Several airlines have banned passengers from having any devices containing lithium batteries. I wouldn't be surprised if like a blanket ban comes out. At this stage, a lot of places like airports, even some airplanes themselves have a USB charging port. So portable batteries is not really that necessary anymore, especially with smartphones having much stronger internal batteries themselves. Airport charging facilities being widely available in most airports, as well as like even 7-Elevens. So I wouldn't be surprised if they say, you know what, you can't be bringing no lithium or any kind of external battery on any flight. More airplane news. Unfortunately, 2 people have passed away after a cargo aircraft skids off Hong Kong runway into the sea. And then a landlord in Thailand, Rakon Ratchasima, shared photos online showing rental house left in severe disarray after a tenant reportedly moved out without notice. The property, located in the housing project of Muang District, was filled with garbage, damaged furniture, and a strong odor. The landlord said the tenant, a 42-year-old woman, had rented the house for about a year before leaving with her belongings and dog without paying the latest rent. The owner has filed a police report following the discovery. That is just disgusting. How do people live like that? I don't understand. This is clearly a mental issue. No sane person, even if you're lazy, you don't want to live in a situation like that. Poor dog is what I feel sorry for the most. And this landlord, you put your home in someone else's hands, and it is a risk you take for sure. I've been lucky personally that people staying in my home are people that I know as friends. So I've been very lucky for the past 7 years. I have no issues, but I know this is a major concern for some people, and that is why they hire like external management firms or like businesses to handle the situation. But what can that business do? I'm sure there's nothing in their contract that said they have to clean up that place. All they do is typically just fill the house with some tenants and collect payments. Let me know if you had any bad experiences when it comes to renting a place or having your place rented. I'd love to hear. Now it's time for a segment, Yesterday Today, where we take a look at some of our most popular comments regarding our previous video. Florin879 says, get a visa, just pay for the extension of stay. Absolutely. I talked about this in depth in this morning's live. Well, for you guys, it'll be yesterday morning's live. I did a random live stream. If you guys want to catch these lives, be sure to turn on bell notifications. Yeah, you just got to pay your visa fee. And the longer you let it go on, the worse it gets for you to get out of it. Because if it's like a few days or a few weeks, you can pay the fine. It's not a problem. But the issue is when people start staying months and years and they confiscate your passport. And basically, it's going to be very difficult to get that back. And of course, you get deported and blacklisted. Take a Hike says, it seems that security guards in Southeast Asia are all pretty useless. Night guards sleeping while resorts burn or get robbed, and mall security in this video cowering in fear. I guess this is what you get for $200 a month salary. I agree. But then again, to be honest, if I was mall security, I don't know if I want to risk my life because the guy did have a pistol. And I'm sure the security didn't. So what is the point? I'm not going to risk my life for some dude stealing chains, gold chain. Nah, I'm good, bro. Fire me if you have to. So I see in that case, D. Ayeta says, first, loose lips sink ships. Dude should have mixed up his travel habits or hidden the province for that 7 years. And this is about the Indian man in yesterday's video who overstayed in the Philippines for 7 years, was caught, and then is about to be deported. That is it for today. Leave your thoughts down below regarding any of the stories I covered today. I do appreciate you guys watching these, and I'll see you tomorrow.